Guys, so we're in my room and I'm gonna be doing my makeup. Nothing crazy. I'm killing two birds with one stone because I already filmed this video, not doing it get ready with me style, and it was not good. I'm going to recap. It's more of a recap slash update. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by going back to how I looked before I had kids. I've always had like a booty and like kind of like wider hips and big boobs all the time. I never had like a super flat stomach, but as I got out of high school, you know, obviously like we all gain a little weight. So I never really had any issues with my body. I mean, nothing like where I had an eating disorder, or where I was exercising a lot, or where I felt super self-conscious about anything. Because back then when I had bigger boobs and stuff, like they were higher, they were perkier, like they weren't my favorite because I always dressed, I don't know if it was because I had bigger boobs that I always like dressed a little bit more like modest. I didn't like to like really like show a ton of like cleavage and stuff, even when I was, you know, in my early 20s or whatever. So, oh, hold on, I need to get my mirror. So these are some pictures just to kind of show like how I looked before I had kids. So in 2014 is when I had my first baby, is when I had Jet. And after Jet, we took some Christmas pictures. So this was in November, like right before Christmas. We took these Christmas pictures, and this is how I looked then. So I feel like in that amount of time from when I had Jet to when I got pregnant for the second time, it was very short. So I didn't work out, I didn't do anything. Like honestly, like I didn't even work out regularly before I had kids. I didn't work out regularly after I had Jet either. So it was literally 5 months between having my first baby to getting pregnant the second time. So I was 5 months postpartum when I got pregnant with Sissy. After that is when I really saw my body like change. I also breastfed my kids, so that really took a toll on my boobs. I feel like even if you don't breastfeed though, like your boobs change a lot just during pregnancy. So yeah, it changed a lot. I feel like that's after I had my second baby is when I really was like, oh shit, I have to do something. I can't just expect to feel comfortable in my body if I'm not going to treat it right. I was not a gym goer. Like I did not go to the gym. I did go sometimes before I had kids, but I had no idea what I was doing. I hardly like lifted weights. I would just do the elliptical and just like very basic stuff. So anyways, this was in 2015. So I had my first baby 2014, second baby 2015, back to back. At the time, like I said, I wasn't very confident in like going to the gym and knowing what I was doing. So it was kind of like where I had the mindset where like the only way to lose weight is like to do cardio or to like, you know, be healthy or whatever. So I started doing the 21-day fix, my beach body, and I did lose like 12 pounds doing that. And then we ended up buying a treadmill, and I was like running sometime. So by 2016, I started actually going to the gym, and this was before our wedding. This is when I discovered pre-workout. That really helped me get to the gym when I didn't want to. I was getting up super early to go to the gym, and this is when I honestly fell in love with like lifting and how good I felt and how it would change my body, but it wouldn't really change the number on the scale. I struggled from that point, 2016 to about 2018. I was working out, I was going to the gym, I was lifting, I was doing the Stairmaster a lot. And you know, I have never resorted to like doing crazy crash diets, like, you know, just drinking shakes 3 times a day and like doing, like, I've never done that. I never wanted to develop a bad relationship with food. I would eat out, I do eat out, or, you know, we make things that are not super healthy, whatever, but we try our best. So by the time we had our wedding, I had not really like lost a lot of weight. I started taking pictures of myself instead of weighing myself. just because it started to fuck me up. It started to get in my head, and I started to lose motivation. And but then when I would like not work out, I would feel like shit, you know. So I'm like, well, you know, I'm gonna work out because it makes me feel good. It really turned into that. It didn't really it wasn't really because, oh, I was like trying to stay at a certain weight, or I was trying to lose weight or anything like that. I even removed my IUD because I thought maybe my IUD was messing up my hormones, and that's why I couldn't lose weight. But that didn't help. I removed my IUD in 2017, and then by the next year I still hadn't lost weight. So I was working out consistently for a year, 2016, 2017, no real difference. Removed my IUD in 2017, started working out again. Another year like passed by, no like real change to my weight. But again, I was taking before and after pictures. As you can see, like I can see the differences, but the number on the scale wasn't really like changing. Taking before and after pictures really helped me put things into perspective. Now we start talking about wanting to have another baby, and we get pregnant in January, end of January, beginning of February 2018, and then I have Mavis October 2019. So these are kind of pictures throughout the year. Like this is when I was pregnant, this is when I was after I had Mavis. After I had Mavis, I knew we talked for months, like pretty much that whole year of her life, that whole first year of her life. We talked about whether we wanted to have one more baby. And ultimately, after many talks between me and my husband, we decided to not have any more kids, and he was going to get a vasectomy, and I was going to get my surgery. So since I breastfed exclusively, I had to wait to do my surgery and my consultations and all that. And I feel like until after I was done breastfeeding Mavis, after she turned a year old, because I wanted like my boobs to be as like normal looking as possible, just so like when you go to your consultation, your doctor can like give you an accurate like consultation. I started researching doctors, whatever. So by the time I made my consultations, this was in November, so 1 month after Mavis turned a year old, I booked my surgery. I had my surgery in January. So now we are today. I am 8 weeks post-op today. So I'm just gonna kind of be recapping the from week 5, 6 to now 7, 8, because not a lot has changed. But I did want to kind of preface like my journey. I hate that word, I don't know why. My growth from before I had kids to after having kids. Honestly, as well, I need to shout out my husband because he's a huge motivation to me. He has always been very active. He always works out. He always like does stuff, but he's never really pressured me into working out. But then when I did want to work out, he was really happy for me. He was really excited to help me. He was really encouraging. So yeah, that's kind of my journey from before I had kids to when I had kids to now, and my decision on doing my surgery. So now I'm going to recap a little bit of the beginning and show you guys these pictures. Be kind of looking down because I have the pictures in an album. Okay, so when I got out of surgery, I looked like this. I didn't have a bra on or anything. He just kind of wrapped me up, kind of, and in like bandages and stuff. I had my binder on, and I pretty much slept like 12 hours on and off after I got out of surgery. In the morning, I got really lightheaded in the office, and I hadn't seen my body yet. So took my bandages off of my boobs. They looked like this, and I was like, wow, they're like pretty small, and they're like really high up. I felt like they were just really hard and like boxy. I like honestly felt like I got implants or something, and they felt like that for the first 2-3 weeks or so. And it's crazy because I had bruising on my abs, on my stomach, and it was crazy how the bruising was, because it looks like he literally like etched my abs, like sectioned off my abs to where they're supposed to be. So then after a few days, I took a shower, and this is the picture I took before I took a shower. So I was just bandaged up. So here's like a before and after. from this point. So this is before, literally this picture here is the day before I had my surgery. So this is how my stomach looked. I learned to hide it very well, I think, because with the people I've shown, they're like, what? That is not you. I'm like, yeah, that's me. So that's what my stomach looked like before. I have a ton of stretch marks, and after a few days the bruising was gone, and then all I had left was bruising on my sides. So like, here's a picture of how my sides looked, because I did get lipo from the side of my boobs down to my hips right here, where, so you can see it's like yellow and purple. Then I started to get, you know, like yellow bruising, the healing bruising around my boobs, my breasts. I say boobs, I'm sorry. So all that's totally normal. All the bruising it'll go through little stages of color. And where I had the lipo, it was so tender. Oof, it was so tender. Like, even like weak, I was already like 3 weeks, and if like Ramses would like put his arm like around me or something and like help me, like sometimes he would try to help me up, instead of putting it in my armpit, he would kind of like squeeze right here, the side. Even till now, like I push right here and it's still pretty kind of tender. So yeah, the lipo hurts a lot because you're not numb there at all like you are on your stomach and like your incisions and stuff. So keep going. So here is how my incision was looking and my belly button and stuff at like 6 days post-op. So it just had like dried blood, and I didn't have any stitches or staples or glue or anything on the surface on my skin. He stitched everything from the inside out. So then once I had my drains out, here's how my bruising looked. So now in this picture, I'm like 3-ish weeks post-op, almost, yeah, 3 weeks. And this is when I don't look as boxy anymore. I'm still swollen. My belly button is looking a little more natural. I actually see like my shape back. So if I was blessed with anything, it was a small waist. Like, if I lost inches anywhere, it's always my waist first. So obviously I have like bigger hips, I have like some booty. So when my waist is smaller, everything looks a lot more dramatized, you know. So in this picture, I was like really starting to feel myself. I was like, wow, like, okay, like I don't look as boxy. Like, if you look at this picture from like when I first got out of surgery, the first like week or two, and then you look at this picture, it's like totally different. And then now, this was about 4.5 weeks post-op, and I feel like what looks the most different is my boobs. Like, they look so big, much bigger. I feel like they look bigger than when they did when I first got out of surgery, instead of the first like week or so. They look way more natural. I feel they don't look as like square and boxy and hard. So I was really happy with that. I honestly thought my boobs were going to be smaller. I thought they were going to be a little smaller, but it's fine. I'm not complaining, because I was like, oh, I hope they're not too small. Like, you know, because you never know. With the lift, they can't really tell you too accurately what size you're gonna be. A lot of people tell me like, oh, so what size did you ask for? Oh, what size were you? Oh, what size did you get? Like, the doctor's like, I can't really like I can give you an estimation, but if it could be a little smaller, it could be a little bigger. So I didn't really know beforehand. So let's see, let's keep going. So this is where I was good. I had my drains out. I was feeling a lot better. At about 4.5 weeks, I was feeling back to myself. I wasn't as sore. My abs were improving. I wasn't as like, my abs weren't as tingly anymore. I was like able to shower. I was like, you know, living life. Okay, I was living life. And my incision on my hip just was not healing. We sent pictures to my doctor. Always send pictures to your doctor. Later, I found out that I had sutures that just weren't dissolving. My body was just not dissolving them. It's normal, it happens. So that's why that specific area was not healing all the way. It was taking forever to heal. I didn't find this out until, I want to say like, I was like 6 weeks or something, almost 6 weeks. And I also, my scab came off on one side of my boobs, and underneath you could see this. I sent it to my doctor, and he's like, oh, okay, I see that you have some sutures there, And I was like, oh, duh, those are sutures. He said, I see you on Tuesday. You should be fine. Just, you know, cover it up, whatever. And then I said, would it be cool if my husband took them out? And he's like, yeah, if he feels comfortable, you know, he can totally remove them. He knows, like, my husband's a nurse, whatever. I was like, okay. So I told Ramses, and then he's like, yeah, we can do it, whatever. So I had already, like, patched myself up and everything, and we just got busy, and we were getting ready for bed, and I was like, oh, shoot, are you going to take them out? He's like, oh, we'll just do it tomorrow. I was like, okay. So tomorrow came, and it looked like this now. So it was, like, covering up the sutures, and I was like, oh, shoot. And he's like, you know what? We'll just leave it. I don't want to dig around in there, cause you any pain or anything. Like, I'm just going to leave it, whatever. I was like, okay. So that's when we realized, we started looking at my incision, my tummy tuck incision, a lot closer, and we realized that I had little sutures sticking out of my open side, so he did remove those. And I also had one little, like, it's crazy because I slept on my side the past, like, 2 nights before this happened, and I was, like, feeling like it was hurting, like, in a certain little spot here, and I was like, that's weird, whatever. So I literally the next morning went to the restroom, and I was sitting there, and I was looking like this, and I could see the little effer suture sticking out of my incision right there. And I literally just, like, grab it, because it was that much that was sticking out that I could grab it. And I just, like, slowly, like, gently pulled it, and it, like, came right out. And after that, I was fine. So it was causing me, like, discomfort, just that little tiny suture right there. So then Tuesday comes, we go to my 6-week post-op appointment, and by then I had a lot of growth, like healing stuff, like tissue, whatever, on top of those sutures. Well, he went in there, dug it up, he, like, cut all that stuff out so he could find the sutures and take them out. It didn't hurt because I'm still numb. Everywhere I have an incision, it's numb still. Like, even around, like, my nipples, I can feel them, but around my nipples and stuff, like, I don't feel much. Like, when I scratch myself or something, like, there's a point where I'm numb. So, okay, so we go, he, like, digs in there, takes the sutures out, and then he tells me everything looks good, to just, like, keep using what I'm using to cover it up, whatever. To let him know, send him a picture, and call him if I need anything, if anything's weird, painful, whatever. So we've been doing that, and this is how it looked, and then this is how it's looking now. So it's definitely progressing. It doesn't hurt, guys. I know it looks bad. I show people, I show my sister, my mom, and they're like, oh my god, it looks like it hurts so bad. It does not hurt. It does not hurt. I don't know when this numbing's gonna wear off, but I just hope it's just a little longer so that this can heal and I don't have to feel it. My hip incision is pretty healed. It's like 90% healed. There's one spot where I'm still covering up and, like, healing and treating and stuff. So yeah, that's, I think, all the pictures. And now for the update. Honestly, besides the incisions opening up and stuff, I have felt amazing. I want to work out. I worked out twice already, but just, like, super low impact on my Peloton bike, and just stretching. It feels so good to stretch. Obviously just being careful, knowing your limits and stuff. And I started working out, I want to say at 7.5, yeah, like 7.5 weeks post-op, even though my doctor told me to wait till 8 at least. But like I said, I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not jumping around. I'm not sweating a ton, like, whatever. So, and then after I work out, I shower and redo my dressings and everything right after. Like I said, it's only, like, my boob, and then, like, that little tiny spot on my hip. The swelling is still there. I'm not super duper flat, as you can tell by the pictures. It doesn't look like I got, like, a tummy tuck. If my scar wasn't there, it doesn't look super stretched and flat. That is normal. Swelling is normal. Your body has been traumatized. I gotta go at Mavis now because she just woke up, so I'm gonna do my blush and my lips. She'll probably be with me. Cranky. Going back to my 6-week post-op appointment, my doctor did tell me that I don't have to wear my faja 24/7, that I can just wear it during the day, and that I can not wear it at night. And low-key, I had just started doing that, like, the week I had my appointment on Tuesday, and that weekend before, I didn't sleep with my faja at night. I was just so over it. Like, honestly, it just gives me freaking anxiety to like be wearing that shit 24/7. I do like it for the swelling though, so I ordered a it's sort of like a binder. It's a waist trainer essentially, but it's not like corset style. I'll show it to you here, and you like zip it up, and then it has 3 straps so you can tighten it on your waist, your hips, and your upper stomach. So I really like it. It is pretty tight right now. I got an extra large because they tell you to size up because they run small. So yeah, that's the whole faja thing. I'm like not really wearing one 24/7, just during the day because it's, you know, pretty bulky. But since I'm home with the kids and stuff, I can wear that most of the time just on top of my clothes. I don't have to put it underneath, which is a lot more comfortable when you wear compression stuff where you can wear it on top of your clothes. Like if you feel like it rubs or something, wear a thin like tank top or t-shirt or something. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I just kind of like put it on top of whatever I'm wearing and it's fine. So yeah, I'm not seeing my doctor for another 6 weeks from my 6-week appointment. I'm 8 weeks today, but I'm not gonna see him for another 4 weeks. I'll be 4 months post-op at that point. So hopefully doing a lot better with the swelling and everything is closed up. Mama. Yeah, it's Mama's. It's not yours. Mama. No, you can't have it. I'm sorry. So yeah, everything from my appetite to like my energy level to my ability to like do things and stuff, I'm back, I feel like 100%. The only thing that is annoying and I'm struggling with besides my incisions, ma'am, please stop it, and is dry skin. I didn't get dry skin the first few weeks. I feel like the past like week and a half, 2 weeks has been the worst. Like since I turned like 6 weeks or so, I just get random itchiness like all over my body. I'll get it on my arm, I'll get it on my leg, I'll get it on my stomach, I'll get it on my back, like everywhere. I don't have a rash or like anything that sticks around. It's literally short-lived. Like it'll be the most like intense, annoying like itching, and then I'm good. So hopefully that doesn't last much longer. But yeah, so I think that's it, guys. I honestly, the only things that I can tell you is expect the unexpected and don't panic. Send pictures to your doctor, call your doctor, annoy the shit out of him. Who cares? He opened up your body, you paid a lot of money. Like, you have the right to ask questions, you know, like we're not medical professionals. We need to have our mind at ease. Do not feel bad, guilty, anything. That's why I said have a doctor that you feel comfortable with, that you have a good relationship with, and that you can openly talk with them. And also, I know 6 weeks sounds like a long time for recovery, but it flies by. Flies by. Cannot believe I'm 8 weeks post-op. Can't believe I did this shit. I can't believe I did this. It's crazy. It's just, you know, something I've been planning, wanting for so long, and just for it to be like over and done, it's nuts. But yeah, now just adjusting to the new norm. I'm excited to get back on a regular workout routine, buy new clothes. I bought some clothes. I bought some stuff from Shein. I feel so much more confident. I feel like I just fit in clothes now. I don't like have just awkward sizing. I can just buy whatever I think is cute, and that's honestly like so freeing. Like I feel like, yeah, you know, you could wear whatever you want before, but it's like not the same when things fit you weird, different, whatever. It's just, it would take me forever. I would change my clothes like a million times and I just would never feel comfortable. Now I can just put something on and feel comfortable and confident, and it's just so nice. After my body going through so many changes, 3 kids, breastfeeding all 3 of them, I've been getting that question a lot where if I got my butt done and stuff, and I did not. And I think people think that because you get lipo, you have to put that fat somewhere. You don't. You can get lipo and just like they can discard it. So I didn't do that, or maybe because I have like hips or a little butt or whatever, a little bit I don't know, I'm uncomfortable. I have like a butt. So, but like it's not, you know, the nicest. Like I feel like when you get your butt done, like it looks like perfectly shaped. Like my butt's not perfectly shaped. So what's wrong? That's what I'm gonna work on, is getting my lower body and my arms. Like I feel like my arms too. I told Ramses that I feel just bloated and more like, I just feel gross. I need to work out. I need to like let out sweat. I need to let out my energy. And crazy, I mean, I worked out, but I haven't lifted weights. I haven't lifted weights in 8 weeks. So it's just crazy. I've never gone that long, besides when I was pregnant, without lifting. And no, I don't do CrossFit. I just lift at home. Our home gym is good enough. I hope I didn't forget anything. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. I really liked this idea of putting all my pictures in one video so you guys can see from the beginning to now. And it's not over, like my final results are still pending since I still have swelling and stuff. So I'll do an updated video eventually once I feel like enough has changed. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys have any requests for any other videos, leave them down below or DM me. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.